Okay, good. Hello, everybody. So, welcome to Sheely Reels.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you once.
Yeah. So, actually, we are here in a Batkama event. It's about to start in 1 hour. So, I came here to Bern and I have with me Gunakar Shalla. He is doing his masters in University of Bern. I think if you are following my videos, I already made a video with him about doing masters in University of Bern and in general about studying in Switzerland. But still, I'm getting a lot of questions from the students in my Instagram account. So I thought I'll just have another live session with Gunakar Challa. So please ask your questions, any relevant questions. If we are able to answer, we'll try to help. We'll do our best to answer your questions. Yeah, Gunakar, you want to say something?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. Yeah, I mean, since the past video, like even I have received a lot of queries regarding admission process and then visa process and then about the coursework and etc. etc. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you have any questions, please shoot.
So, we have like 30 minutes or so. If you have any questions, I don't see many people still, but yeah. So one of the comment that I got when I posted 2 days back about this live session is about the how is the biomedical sector in Switzerland? Do you know anything about it? Do you want to say a few words?
I mean, usually Switzerland is known for its research and then research and especially in pharmaceutical industry, we have a lot of jobs here and there. But then the point is, like as I've said in my earlier video as well, like you need to go through this priority hurdle, and then in order to get past that hurdle, it is quite difficult. But then yes, there are enough opportunities. But then unfortunately, most of them are not reserved for third-party countries. But then yes, there are opportunities. But then if you have enough talent, I think you could get it. And then also, obviously, if you want to have a job, then you need to learn the local language, let it be French or German.
Yeah. So biomedical sector is very good in Switzerland. So, but the problem is mostly language. For any job here, language is the main criteria. And as he said, it's also very difficult for the work permits, right? Because the companies have to sponsor the work permits. So that's the main thing. If you're extremely talented and if they don't find anybody with that kind of skill set within Switzerland, within Europe, then you might have a chance to get a job. Minimum GPA to get into public universities, Jaswant Reddy.
I would say like at least 8 would be good, I would say. I mean, if your CGPA is around, let's say 7.5, then it is kind of difficult because like nowadays, like too many people are applying to Swiss universities. So previously, even 7.5 would have been good, but then now I would say like 8 or above would be good. And then also it highly depends on which particular university you are applying to. If you are applying to, let's say, ETS Zurich or EPFL, then obviously like 9 or 9.5 would be good. And then if you are applying for University of Bern or something like that, or University of Zurich, then I would say even 8 or 8.5 should be good. And then if you're doing, I mean, yeah, 8.5 or something like that. And then if you're applying to some lesser known university like University of St. Helena or something, then I would say like even 7.5 or 8 should be good.
And for University of Bern, how much did they ask?
Like I would say like somewhere close to 8 and 8 above should be good actually.
Okay, and Basel, maybe all these are same.
Yeah,
yes.
all of it.
Yeah. Okay, good. Jaswant Reddy, I think Gunakar answered your question. So Vamsi, hi ma'am, I'm looking for horticulture masters in Switzerland, but no information about agriculture and horticulture masters. How can I get information about agriculture masters in Switzerland? So the thing is, I try to look around about like if someone is doing agriculture, masters in agriculture, but I couldn't find anybody. At least in our Indian community, there's no one who's doing a masters in agriculture. You want to add something?
Yeah, like even I don't know anybody who's actually doing food sciences or agriculture over here. Yeah. I mean, there would be, like, I mean, there would be a specific set of jobs, I would say, like in the research industry. And then also, like, if you want to pursue in academia, then that is also good. If you want to do your master's, PhD, and then later on, if you want to stay in academia, then I would say like any research field is good. But then if you want to pursue a career, then I mean, agriculture is kind of relevant to Switzerland to some or the other point, but then not in a in an industry level.
Yeah. I know someone who's doing, like, I don't know, but I know like my friend's friend who's doing masters in agriculture, but this is a Swiss person. So, I mean, and it's totally different, right? Because they are Swiss, they are born and brought up here, and they speak Swiss German. They know kind of the culture and everything. So I can't. It's a bit difficult. We can't compare it when someone is coming from India and doing agriculture here, getting a job, and someone who's born and brought up here and getting a job. So it's different. But I think I made a video about which universities are offering these subjects. So you can check out that, but I can't say much more than that. Yeah. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like one of the good way to search is like you can always go through job platforms like LinkedIn or like or any other job seeking Zing.ch or something. Like you could always go through the job platforms. I mean job providing platforms, and then I mean, if you are able to find enough jobs, like when you compare to like let's say computer science, or like when you compare to mechanical engineering or something like that. I mean, if you are able to find considerable amount of jobs, then I would say like we are having a good market.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good way to switch.
Yeah. But the main thing, if you want to study in Switzerland, please also start learning German. That would help a lot. Minimum B1, like you should be able to speak and understand. So that you have to really start working on. Good. Then, Veera, I heard that in your last session there is no job market, means no one getting job there after masters. Then why should we go to Swiss University?
I mean, that's actually a very good question, actually. I mean, if you are like, if your sole purpose is to pursue a master's in Swiss, I mean, if your sole purpose is to pursue masters in order to get a job, then I would say I mean, it's a bit difficult. I mean, job especially in Switzerland. I mean, if you get a Swiss degree, so obviously Swiss degrees are like are well worth. And then if you want to pursue a job elsewhere, if you want to pursue a job later on in Germany or in Italy or in France,
Europe,
or like in anywhere in Europe, or let's say in anywhere in the world, then I would say like getting a master's degree in Switzerland is a good thing. Like these are most reputable universities. I mean, if you consider like University of Bern, I think it's like around world like QS rank 130 or something, and then if you consider like University of Zurich, it is like QS rank 90 something. So these are actually well reputed universities. When you earn a master's degree over here, and then you can obviously get a job somewhere else. But then unfortunately not in Switzerland. Like I mean, it's not guaranteed that you will get you will land up in a job in Switzerland. But then that's one thing, and then also the second thing is like because of the tuition fee. I mean, even if you want to pursue your masters in, like even in India in some private universities, or like even in some government universities, I guess. So like the tuition fee is like way above 1 lakh, obviously. And then here it's the same thing. Like tuition fee is also 1 lakh. So I mean, if you are paying the same amount, I think you could come here, I would say. That is another reason to pursue a master's here. And then the third would be maybe like if you want to stay in academia, so that is also fine. I mean, if you are if you have a good taste in academia, then I would say this is also a good place for all these things.
So yeah, solely you cannot come thinking that the job you will have a job after doing masters, because no one can guarantee that. It depends on lots of factors. But studying in Switzerland in a reputed Swiss university, it's already giving you a good weight in your CV. So right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. And Veera is writing again regarding software jobs like data science. So Gunakar, you're doing IT, right? Maybe you can talk about it. Yeah.
What was the question again?
Regarding software jobs like data science.
Yeah, like we do have so many jobs, like there are several jobs, but then most of the jobs are circulating in and around Zurich. But then if you are moving to another cantons like Bern or let's say Geneva, then there are not many IT jobs, I would say, like because the whole IT industry is kind of situated inside Zurich, and then also like there are considerable amounts of startups in, I guess, Vaud canton maybe. So there are
That's
some,
French.
yes, but then that's Vaud is French. So yeah, like there are good amount of IT jobs. So yeah, you could give it a try.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like we are having a good amount of jobs in IT especially.
Yeah. And Jaswant Reddy is writing, so minimum GPA he asked, right?
Mhm.
And he's asking for Freiburg University, Neuchâtel. Do you
I
know?
don't-
That's also French.
Yeah, that's. I mean, both of them are French.
But I'm sure it will be similar to University of Bern or Basel, I think.
Yeah, kind of. But then like I mean, it always depends on the number of people like, applying to that particular university. So let's say if this particular semester like they have like more than 100 or 150 applications, then obviously they would select the people who are having a more better profile. So yeah, but then like nowadays I see the trend, like more and more people are applying to these universities as well. So I would say like even for Fribourg and Neuchâtel, I would say like a minimum of 7.5 would be a good mark, I would say. But then that is not a benchmark, I would say, because I know people who have like joined these universities with even 7 GPA, I guess. But then yeah, like I mean, it is not only about the GPA, like it also depends on your bachelor thesis, like what have you done in your bachelor thesis, and also like if you are having a very good grade in one particular subject, and then if you are lacking in some other subjects, and then probably if you had so many backlogs, and then you have cleared them at a later stage. So all these things, because like they'll not only take your degree certificate, they'll also ask for the transcript, academic transcript. So all these things would be visible in your transcript as well, right? So yeah, it's not just about your just final GPA. I would say it's more about your 4-year long journey.
Yeah, true. So then Rohit Chowdhury is asking monthly expenses of a student in Zurich.
In Zurich, okay. So in Zurich, I would say like if you find any room or a dormitory under, let's say, 800 francs per month, then I would say that's a really good amount, because Zurich is one of the most expensive cities in the world. It's not even like in Switzerland, like in the world. So like even if you get for 800 francs a month for rent, then that is a very good amount, because I know people who are spending like 1200 francs per month as a rent. So yeah, like if you I mean, and then apart from that, like obviously you will have the grocery expenditure. So grocery expenditure, I would say roughly maybe around 180 to 220 francs maybe. I mean, yeah, it should be less than 250 francs for sure. Like if you're, I mean, if you're cooking every day, like I myself cook every day in Bern, and it costs me like 130, 140 francs for groceries. So
Well, you don't eat in restaurants.
it's very expensive, right?
Okay.
I mean, in Bern itself, like if you eat one meal outside, and it's like 15 francs or 12 francs,
Yeah.
and then if you are in Zurich, then I would say it's like 20 francs or 18 francs. So it would be much expensive if you eat outside. So I'm just talking about when you cook your own food. So because I think most of the community would like to cook themselves, and then want to save a bit more money. So I would say like around 250 francs for groceries, and then for traveling I would say like 100 francs or something like that. Within 100 francs I think you should get a local pass.
Yeah. And insurance.
And insurance, yes. And then insurance, for the insurance you can take student insurance. Unlike like the people who are already staying in Switzerland, they are mandated to take the local insurance, which costs like way above than 250 or 300 francs. But then as a student, as an international students, we could just take any student international insurance, but then not from India or any other thing, because like these people are having so many restrictions on the insurance providers. So there are only specific set of insurance companies from which you can actually take. So SwissCare is one among them, and then you could call like the minimum plan is like 38 francs a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So total, how much?
Total, if you're in Zurich, then I would say
monthly expense.
maybe from 1300 to 1500 francs a month.
Okay, so 1500 guys, okay,
That-
1500 you need to have monthly expenses.
Yeah.
And remember, while studying, I think there's a rule that the first 6 months you can't work.
Yes.
So you need to have enough money to come here, and that you can spend on your daily expenses. And I think after 6 months you're able to
Yes,
do
you are
the
allowed to work.
internship. You're allowed to do. Yeah.
Mm.
Good. So Karthik Mamidi is asking, tell me about applied sciences universities in Switzerland. Is it worth?
Like I'll tell you what happens in applied universities. So in the universities, like I mean in Swiss, like there are like 3 tiers of colleges, like ETH and then Uni and then the applied sciences. So in the applied sciences, like the focus is more about the practical side of the education rather than the theoretical side of the education. And then like if you, I mean, to some or the other extent, you can also consider applied sciences as a regular university degree to some or the other extent. And then the one major benefit is like you would be getting a letter through which you can actually apply for internships. So for internships, like I mean, usually if you apply for any internships inside the Switzerland, then they usually ask for something like a letter which says when you are required to do an internship in order to complete your masters or something like that. So all these applied sciences universities, most of them provide this particular letter which actually says, okay, you need to do an internship in order to complete the masters. So in that case, yeah, like you can easily end up getting a internship, and then later on, if you have enough luck, then you can convert that internship into a full-time job. But then yeah, that highly depends on your luck, I would say. But then it is worth. Yeah, it is worth. And then also I think like the tuition fees for the applied sciences is also very less.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Then Rohit Chaudhary is asking, is it okay to pursue a management degree like Masters in Management from University of St. Gallen? And how did you manage proof of funds like 25,000 francs in a Swiss bank account?
Yeah, I mean actually, this proof of money actually depends from canton to canton. Let's say like in Bern, you don't need to show those particular funds in a Swiss bank account. You can show it in the in a FINMA registered bank. So, but then like I know some cantons, like even Neuchâtel asks to show the funds in a Swiss bank account. In that case, you need to transfer all of the canton will actually help you to open a bank account inside the Switzerland, and then you have to transfer all the funds via IBAN number to the Swiss bank account, and then you need to show that bank balance in a Swiss bank account. So that is how you do it. Like it again depends on from canton to canton. So for Bern it is not needed. For Neuchâtel again it is needed, and I'm not sure for the Saint Gallen. But then, seeing your question, I think that is also
University of St. Gallen, he's asking. Is it
Yeah.
okay to pursue a management degree like Masters in Management from University of St.
Saint Gallen.
Gallen? And how did you manage? So,
Yeah, like so University of St. Gallen is also a public university, but then I'm not sure like whether what is the tuition fee for that one. But then like if the tuition fee is reasonable, like say if it is comparable to any IIM, then I would say like yeah, it is good, and then it is worth, because like you are having an international experience in your CV, and then later on you can pursue a job anywhere. But then if you want a job in Switzerland, then again that is a tricky question. Then nobody can really guarantee about that one. But then yes, I mean if the tuition, I'm not sure about the tuition fee, but then it is a public university. If the tuition fee is somewhere comparable to IIM, then I would say yes. I mean if it is costing even more, then it is based upon your financial capability.
okay, thank you, Gunakar. If there's anybody who did not subscribe to my channel, so please subscribe. I keep forgetting to tell this, but please do subscribe.
Yeah, please do subscribe.
Yeah. So the next one, Sujit Kuchi Batla, job openings after masters in Switzerland from public universities.
Mhm.
So how is your experience? You're also applying for some jobs, huh?
Right now I'm just applying for internships, but
Okay.
unfortunately even for internships it's a bit, it's a very hard time. So, but then yeah, like I mean the point is like there I don't know how to put it this way. Let me put it this way. Swiss degrees are actually considered very, very important and useful degrees. So if the HR is actually willing to take you, then yeah, that is fine. I don't know how to keep it this way. I mean,
What's your experience? What do you do? For example, you're looking for intern, but you're already doing an internship in university, right?
no, it's not an internship, it's a part-time job.
Ah.
But then if you want to apply for internship, then you need to, they again need to do some kind of paperwork,
Yeah.
and then most of the HRs are not willing to do that paperwork.
Mm.
So getting an internship, yeah, might be possible. Like if you apply, I mean, I know, I mean, one of my friend was actually doing internship over here in Zurich. Actually, she
Okay.
was studying in University of Bern, and then later on, I think she got some internship kind of an opportunity in University of Zurich. I mean, not in University of Zurich, in Zurich. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, like you can get an internship after applying, after several hurdles, and then maybe you could turn that internship into a full-time job at a later stage,
Yeah.
because like, you also have this project-specific skills, right? So they can actually prove, the canton, that okay, this guy has not only the generalized skills, he also has a project-specific skills. So yeah, it would be cheaper for us, and then also beneficial for Switzerland to hire him, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I know people from University of Zurich actually, who have converted their part-time job or internship into full-time opportunity, but then unfortunately not in University of Bern.
Yeah. Okay, so Teja is writing, bro, can you get any loan?
Yes, you can actually get loan. Like one of my friend has actually taken 25 lakh INR loan. So yeah, it is possible. But then I think he has taken the loan from HDFC Credila. I am not sure whether like the usual banks can actually give this much amount of loan, because. But then you could show them that it is very expensive in Switzerland, so you need those funds in order to stay in Switzerland. So I mean, but then if they are strictly asking for your tuition fee, then definitely I think it would be a very hard time for you, because as I've said, like the tuition fee is very less, probably like 1,000 francs. That's the same, or that's almost same for every university. Maybe it would be a little bit more for like University of Zurich or something, and then it would be a little bit less for for Fribourg or Neuchâtel or something like that. I think probably around 800 or 700 francs. I mean, if you're applying for ETH or EPFL, then it would be like 3,000 francs, I guess. So yeah.
Still, that's also very cheap.
Yeah, that I mean, yeah.
Considering
the amount of brand
Exactly,
value
exactly.
that you add to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
CV, that 3,000 francs is also very less. Yeah. So if they ask for the tuition fee, I think you can just say that you can. I mean, you try to prove the bank that okay, the living in Switzerland is very expensive, and that's the reason you need this money, and also you need to show the funds. Right? I think you could explain this to the manager or the relationship manager, and then probably you could get a loan. I haven't taken a loan myself, but then one of my friend has taken a loan from HDFC Credit. So I think that is possible.
Okay, good. Thank you. Jaswant Reddy is asking, bro, I have 7 C GPA, 2 internships and certifications. Can I get into any public universities and applied science universities?
Yeah, I mean, if you have already done 2 internships, I mean, it's not more about this GPA, I would say. It's more about, okay, you already have some kind of practical experience. Then, yeah, I think it is much possible that you can get into an applied science university. But then, I also know a person who was actually applying into applied science university after his university degree. He was applying into applied science university after his bachelor's degree. So, and then the canton, I think, I don't know like from where, like either the restriction was from the canton or from the visa or something. I think the restriction was from the visa. So his visa got rejected because like the visa, like the embassy was kind of confused. Why do you want to pursue applied sciences after your university degree? Because,
Okay, yeah.
Because like the
Because
university,
it's not the usual route.
yeah, it's not the usual route,
Yeah.
and then that's how his visa got rejected. So.
Oh, okay.
But then I also know another person who has completed his Farm D, and then later on he has applied into this applied sciences, and then his visa got accepted. I mean, also like the point is like the visa like that you apply to is the application actually will be received by the local canton, the immigration authority of the canton, and then it is upon the discretion of the canton, you know, like the canton can, you know, approve your, you know, visa application, or it can deny your application. But then the point is like your visa application will not go to some centralized authority. uh, I mean, if you are applying to University of St. Gallen, then your visa application would go to St. Gallen, I mean the canton of St. Gallen. If you are applying to University of Bern, then your visa application would go to, you know, this one, Bern canton. So again, like it highly depends upon the canton as well.
Yeah.
In Vaud, yeah, it is. I mean, not Vaud. I think his university is in Valais. So in Valais, yeah, like it is possible that you can get into applied sciences, but then I'm not sure about the other applied in other.
But this University of Applied Sciences, you need to know German, right? Is it okay if you know only English?
I'm not sure about the
Okay,
language
I'm
of
not
instruction.
also sure about it.
Yeah, I mean, you need to check that one because, like, you know, usually in Switzerland, the bachelors are taught in their local language, and then the masters and the PhD are actually in
English, yeah.
In English. So I would rather suggest, okay, first take a look at the language of instruction.
Yes.
If it is English, then yeah, I would say go ahead.
Yeah.
If it is in the local language, then you would face a very tough time.
Yeah, of course, it's not, yeah.
But then, as one of my friend is actually pursuing his studies in applied sciences, then I think it is in English. But then you need to check.
But I think you need to check the
Yeah, you need
language
to
of
check.
instruction. Maybe some are in English, some are in German. So.
Possible,
Yeah.
definitely possible.
Okay, good. Bhavna Reddy, please speak about biomedical and medtech job market right now in Switzerland. I think Bhavna is the one who wrote in my other video as well
Okay.
that we spoke. But
Okay.
yeah, you can
Okay.
just.
So, like, yeah, like as I've said earlier, like we do. I mean, Switzerland is known for its research, and then if you want to stay in research, then that is fine. If you want to stay in academia, that is also fine. But then if you want to, you know, get into some kind of a job, especially, then it is kind of difficult. But then, yeah, there are some research, you know, uh, industries as well in Switzerland. You could try. I mean, like one of my friend is actually into molecular life sciences, and then she has applied for a part-time job, I guess, and then her application is almost about to get approved, so, you know, for part-time job. So I think there are, you know, opportunities at least at the level of part-time job or internship, but then I'm not sure like if you can actually land a full-time job. But then yeah, there are opportunities even in molecular life sciences or like the bio field in general, I would say.
Switzerland, we have lots of very good companies for research, biomedical, and all. The most important thing is the language, as we all speak, and the work permit that the companies should do for the candidate. No, so that's the main challenge. But yeah.
And then also, if you're in pharmaceutical industry, that is also very good, you know.
Yeah.
Because like there are several good companies in Switzerland, like they, you know, like Novartis or Roche.
Yeah. There are many companies. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, but then if the pharmaceutical industry also have the biological jobs, if yes, then yeah, there are plenty. I don't know whether these are interconnected or not. If they are interconnected, then yeah, then you will be having a lot of jobs.
But I think I know a market is very good for the science students. But coming from India, not knowing the language, this is only a bit challenging. But please search in the job portals.
Yes,
You know.
exactly. Again,
Yeah.
as we have talked earlier, if you want to
Exactly.
know like if there are enough jobs in Switzerland in your particular field, I would say the best way is to search all the, you know, job portals like Zing or LinkedIn or any other platform, and then if you are finding enough number of jobs, then I would say that's a good indicator, I would say.
Okay, good. One more. So, yeah. Oh my God, there's so many questions. Okay, Rohit Chowdhury. Why Swiss? Because we cannot get citizenship in anywhere near future, like 10 years, and are the salaries comparable to USA?
Yes, yeah, like I mean, when you speak about the salaries, yes, the salaries are definitely comparable to US, and then sometimes US salaries are a bit more higher side when you compare to Switzerland. But then, I mean, the situation is also very tough in US. You know, like I have several friends in US as well, and then they are struggling, you know, to get a job. I mean, especially after this Trump era. So, like, and then this H-1B nuisance. right now the situation is very difficult in US as well. I mean, it's not only the case about US, it's also about any developed country at this point of time, like let's say Australia, Germany, UK, Canada. I think all of them are suffering at this point of time. So I think, I mean, not I think, I would say, I would suggest you to connect with some people who are already staying in those countries, and then like have some good in-depth conversation with those fellows, so that you get a greater idea like how is the life and how is the job market.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you compare to US, yes, the US salaries are higher when you compare to Switzerland, but then it is again, in both the countries it is very difficult to get a full-time job.
Yeah, and about the citizenship, you need to live in Switzerland for 14 years to get a citizenship, and you need to know the language, at least B1. You will have an interview to speak in German, and yeah, you have to pass that interview. You have to have the German certificates, and you have to live here for 14 years on 5-6 years on C permit. And they have so many rules. Yeah, it will take 14 years at least to get a citizenship.
And then also, if you want to get a citizenship in US, then I think you have to wait 120 or 130
yeah,
years.
so compared to that, this is easy.
Definitely.
Yeah, good. Then Sujit is asking, what is a CGPA to get into public universities in CSC and related? I think Gunakar already answered this question. Please check out the video once it will upload. Jashwant Reddy, currently
8 plus. That's what
8 plus, yeah,
8
8
plus.
plus you should have. Jashwant Reddy, currently I'm in 1 semester. Can I apply in second semester to get admission?
Sorry?
Currently I'm in first semester.
Okay, 4-1, okay.
4-1, and then can I apply in 2
Yes,
semesters?
yes. I mean, basically you're in your pre-final semester, and then you wanted to apply in your final semester. Yes, that is possible. I mean, there are so many people who already do this. So basically, I mean, when they ask for your degree certificate and then their transcript, you just need to send your transcript till 4-1, and then you can just say to the admission department that you're already pursuing your current bachelor's degree, and then that's the reason you are not able to provide your final degree certificate and also the full academic transcript. And then they'll give you some deadline. I mean, in case of University of Bern, I think it is in October. I think by the end of October, you need to, submit your final degree and then also the full academic transcript. But then yes, you can apply.
Yeah. And then Teja is asking, I hold the degree with STEM, civil engineering, 3.2/4 scale. IELTS 7.5, GRE 320, with 5 years of experience in construction field. So I'm actually looking to apply in ETH Zurich and EPFL admission chances.
Okay.
So
3.2/4 scale. Okay. GRE 320. Okay. Yeah, I mean. Okay. Yeah, that is all good. But then, there is one more. The criteria for ETH and EPFL, how good are you in the research field in this particular, how good are you in this research field in this particular construction area. But then, as far as I can see, if you already have 5 years of experience and you have very good GPA as well, 3.2. So that is also very good. And then also, yes, I mean, I don't know for sure, but then I've heard it from many people that ETH and EPFL do require GRE, but then the other universities usually don't require GRE. And then I could see that even your GRE score is good, then you have a very good chance.
Yes.
You could try applying.
So please apply. I'm sure you will get it, and we will meet in Switzerland. Good. Bhavna Reddy, thank you so much. Thank you very much. So that's all. I have questions. It's already 2:35. Guys, if you don't have any more questions, so tell your parents also to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to go live soon and we have Badkama event here. They can all watch us live celebrating Badkama together. So that's all. I can give you another 2-3 minutes. If you don't have any more questions, then I'll just wait. So I have a question. If there is anybody new, if they want to study in Switzerland, what is the first step that they have to do?
First and foremost.
Is there any website that they can check?
Yes, definitely. Basically, first you have to go into the university's website. So there is no, one central website for everything. Each university has its own website, and then again inside each university you have several faculties. So you have to go into that particular faculty or /department. website, and then in that department again you will have several master programs. So like, I mean, not only master's program, but
Yeah.
obviously whatever program if you want to apply for. So basically you have to go into university website, and then inside the university website you need to go to the department website, and then in that department website you need to check out all the master's courses. Like there will be several, like at least 3 to 4 master courses per department. So you need to go into that particular department, and then and then you need to go into that particular course. I mean, not course, the master's program.
Yeah.
And then inside that you will have several requirements. Okay, what like requirements and also the procedure. You need to check them out. And then this is the first
This is the first step.
And then before that, I mean, it is not required that, like, most of the universities don't expect you to write any language certification thing,
Yeah.
like IELTS or TOEFL, or like, and then also most of the universities also don't expect you to write GRE. So like the important criteria over here is your academic transcript and then also your bachelor thesis. So most of the universities ask for a synopsis of your bachelor thesis, and also they ask for your CV in general, and then also your academic transcript, and then a motivation letter. Why do you want to pursue over here in this particular university, in this particular branch? So
Yeah.
these are like, you need to prepare all these documents first, and then later on you can apply to the university.
Yeah.
And more or less almost all the universities just ask for these things.
Yeah, yeah. So one more last question from my side. Many students are asking me about the consultancy, like which consultancy should I approach? But I know that you did not approach any consultancy, and you did all the work by yourself. So what do you suggest the students?
See, I would say, like, if you're not able to apply by yourself, then doing a master's here in Switzerland would be very difficult for you, I would say, because like, the education is good, but then the question paper is also a little bit difficult. Like, I mean, for me it was fine, but then I found out that many of my friends are kind of struggling with the papers. So if you're not able to do the application by yourself, then please think about this. Like, how could you study in that particular university if you're not able to
do the minimum research?
Yeah, if you are not able to do the minimum research,
Yeah.
and if you're not able to get through the admission process itself, then imagine your life here in Switzerland and
Yeah.
studying in this particular university.
Yeah.
It is going to be tough. So I would highly encourage you to figure it out by yourself, and then
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
2
over.
minutes.
Yeah.
So like, I would highly suggest you to like, figure it out by yourself, and then there are several people who would actually help you. If you just go to LinkedIn, or like sometimes even people post it on Instagram. So there are several people like who could actually help you out. So please get in touch with them.
Yeah.
So, to get like, I mean, if it is a small help, then definitely anybody could help. There are several of my friends who actually help on a weekly basis or on a daily basis. So
Yeah. So guys, if you have to do the minimum research about how is education in Switzerland, how to apply, not just going to the consultancy, paying them money, and then they do everything for you. That's not the right path. I think if you're really interested to study, do your own research, and step by step you will understand every single thing. Then you can come. So that's what Gunakar did, and I also suggest the same thing, because I don't know any consultancies in particular personally.
And then I do know some consultancies who have actually, have taken a lot of money, and then they have, put these students in a private university, and then they
Yeah.
end up paying like 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there are several
And then there
consultancies
is
who
no
try
job
to-
guarantee too.
Yes,
right?
obviously.
Yeah.
There is no job guarantee.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that is for sure. But then it highly depends on your skill and then luck.
Yeah.
But then somehow the consultancies just frame this particular, scenario that, okay, if you do your masters, then it would be very easy for you to get a job. Or
Yeah,
if,
no. My channel is here only to bring the truth. So getting a job is very challenging, but if you're extremely talented, if you have also luck, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is possible. There are students also who got jobs.
Yes, exactly.
So, but you have to have also a plan B. Like, what if I'm not getting a job after my masters? I mean, maybe you should be able to go to any other country in Europe or somewhere and get a job or something like that. So don't spend all the money and just come to Switzerland, because the cost of living here is really, really expensive. That you have to keep it in mind. Okay, one last, Bhavna Reddy is asking, what's your opinion on University of Basel? Is it worth joining?
Yes,
Of
yes,
course, it's a very
yes,
good university.
It's a very good university.
Yeah.
I think it is. Its US World ranking is also near about 130. So yeah, like these both. I mean, it is almost same as University of Bern. And then also, I don't know whether you know it or not, Basel is a bigger city than Bern.
Yeah,
So-
true. And Roche Diagnostics is actually, that's the main, it's pharmaceutical, it's in Basel, so it's the biggest company.
I mean, it is one of the biggest
It's
cities
one
in
of the,
Switzerland.
yeah, exactly. So guys, thank you very much for joining. Please do subscribe. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Sheely Reels. Thank you very much for joining. I hope this live session is useful to all of you students. And maybe I'm going to see some of you in Switzerland in the upcoming months or years. I don't know. You have anything to say?
I would say don't fall for consultancies. Do your own research. You know, get in touch with people like who are already doing what you want to do, and then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Good. We will start Batkama even soon. Whoever is interested, they can join live or tell your parents to join live. And thank you very much. Everybody have a nice day. Thank you.
See you.